What's up, YouTube? I don't even know if I'm name this video, but everything I'm finna say in this video is real talk and facts. Y'all know that. It's your boy Play. Like that like button. Comment down below if y'all agree. But we're finna be talking about saving money, and it's an essential, in my opinion, because I'm 25, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be 26, but I need my folks in their early 20s. Or I don't care if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever, you need to get this down pat, and I hope you already got it down pat. I went through a lot of heartache and a lot of stress in my lifetime by not knowing to pay myself first and actually save money for the rainy days and have a certain amount put up just in case anything was to go down. You dig what I'm saying? Let's pray for the folks in Texas right now, in Dallas right now. A lot of people are without a home. A lot of people have passed away because it was a tragic flooding, and that's just a side note. This whole video isn't finna be about that, so just be grateful that we are alive and we wasn't, affected in that tragedy. You dig what I'm saying? But again, to talk about what I'm saying for my people in their early 20s, 30s, I don't care your age. You need to get this down pat because this is an essential to life. This 2,000 right here, it's 1,000 in each. It's 1,000 right here. Another 1,000. That's 2. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm showing y'all that to show y'all that I'm not just talking, that I'm actually practice what I preach. But I say that to say this. It all goes back to, y'all know life is hard. Life is always going to be hard, but I'm not going to say it gets easier when you have a little money put up, but it just turns situations that could, in a sense, harm your mental health into an inconvenience. And Dave Ramsey said that himself. If y'all don't know who Dave Ramsey is, go look him up, go find out. You dig what I'm saying? It's a little dirty in this little Minute Maid right here. A little medicine in this Minute Maid. If you dig what I'm saying. If you know, you know. I want my eyes a little low. But it's an essential, and I really want y'all in y'all early 20s to get this down pat like ASAP because, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 25. I only had one crib to my name when I was 18, 19. And I got evicted out of that crib. I'm not going to say solely based off me not having no money in the cut, but by me having some money in the cut, by me having a little money in the cut, if I would have been having this same amount of money in the cut when I was 18, 19, things could have went differently. And I say that to say this because $2,000, me personally, it feel like $2. I'm going to just be real with y'all. $2,400, it feel like $2.40. I'm just being real with y'all. Comment down below if y'all agree. But I say that to say this, but when you get this mindset, when you have to keep this mindset because there's always going to be rainy days. There's going to be days that's sunny. There's going to be days you're happy. There's going to be days you got money in your pocket. And there's going to be some days where things can go left. Things can go left quick. And sometimes, a lot of times, you need to be having some shit you could back yourself up on. And nowadays, what's the only thing that you get, that can have your back? It's some paper. And I'm going to be real, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just showing y'all what I got saved. Like, this is all I have to my name, $2,400. And it don't feel like shit. It don't feel like squat. But the reason why it feels a little good, because I just remember how I was feeling 6 months ago. And I didn't have $1,000 put up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want y'all feeling like that at all. I don't care what your age is. I done bounced around for a decade without this mindset. I'm just think about how much money I could have saved and all the money that I've accumulated over the past 10 years. Think about how much pain and stress I done went through by not knowing certain things that I should have known when it comes to adulthood, as in having a savings account, as in paying yourself first. You know what I'm saying? As in cutting down all your expenses. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no 2, 3 phone bills. You just need one phone bill with a $40, $50 a month. Your rent, your phone bill, and your hygiene. I wouldn't even say have a car right now and a car payment. Fuck all that. Now, if you go to work and that's your A to B to get to work, do your thing. But the folks who already don't have a car right now, you've been surviving without a car. Ain't no point in going to go put no money down on the car lot. And it ain't no point. You already been surviving without it. Figure it out. And if anything, the people without a car and a car payment, you're saving more money than the people with a car payment, whether you want to believe it or not. Yes, it may look like these people are enjoying their lives more. They get around and drive here and drive there, but you're not seeing the bullshit that they going through while they laying in the bed at night. The stress that we already have to wake up and go to sleep on. We already stressed about rent all the time. Why the hell would we put more stress on our situation? And it puts even more stress on your situation if you've been bouncing around, homeless, can't go back and stay with parents, or even your parents bouncing around. You know what I'm saying? So by you not saving any money, I don't care if it's just like what I got. I don't care if it's $1,000. I don't care if it's $500. We need to be putting on racks up. And I say that to say this. I've also watched a video about 2 months ago, and there was some man I was watching on YouTube, and he was basically saying, like, if you don't have $20,000 in the cut, you're broke. And that's how I genuinely feel, because not saying we'll be living off that 20K that's in the cut, but that will be our comfort. That, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you just get laid off, or you need to be able to find a way to pay your rent for the next 8 months, you'll have that money in the stash to do that. But it's kind of hard to, it's not kind of hard. It's hard out here not having your own space, being behind on bills, going to sleep every night, thinking about rent, waking up with this shit on your mind. You're stressed, you're smoking weed, you're hitting the bag, you're doing all type of shit because you know what I'm saying? Because we wasn't taught to save our money. You know what I'm saying? We be listening to the rich people who got money, and they be saying saving is pointless and all that shit. But it's like, we should only be listening to people who actually are practice what they preaching. And I'm not knocking those millionaires and those billionaires that talk that, but I feel like a lot of them don't understand that a lot of us don't come from money. When we live in paycheck to paycheck, we damn near living lease to lease too. You know what I'm saying? Month to month leases. So I say all that to say this, I'm getting off topic. Save your money so your money can save you. That's probably the best quote I ever heard when I was like 17, 18, but I didn't start applying it until now. You know, and that sucks. And I'm gonna say another thing too. I remember I was talking to a friend not too long ago. We was just talking about life and things like that. Excuse me. And this is the funny thing about that a lot of us go through. Like, we hear a lot of information. We've been hearing people saying save your money. We've been hearing people saying have more than one source of income. You hear people saying don't get no car payment. You hear people saying don't apply for no credit cards and things like that. But we don't comprehend how serious it is. Like, we hear all this information from our parents, friends, teachers, whoever. But we don't comprehend what they're telling us. So we end up finding out the hard way. So it's really a comprehension thing, in my opinion, because I've been, since I was selling weed, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Even before selling weed, my first job, everybody, you know, save your money, save your money. I didn't understand the importance of saving my money until you in fucked up situations, and you not having no money make your situation even worse. We already know life gonna hit. Money ain't nothing but a little cushion, got them helping you from hitting rock bottom of life. Everybody gonna go through it. But when you got a couple dollars, some funds, 10K, 20K, I don't care if it's 5K, 3K in the cut, and your overhead isn't high, that's a blessing. And that blessing comes with intention. We just don't wake up one day and be like, bro, I'm about to save all my checks for the next 3 months. I'm gonna only pay rent, phone bill, hygiene. Like, it takes a lot of energy and consistency and discipline to save some money. And before I even said all the last 3 things, what's the first thing I say? Intentional. Is you have to be very intentional when it comes to saving this money, as in, what are you saving up for? You might be saving up for a crib. You might be saving up for a motorcycle. You might be saving up for a dirt bike. You might be saving up for a camera that might cost $600, $700. You have to be intentional with your saving, because if you aren't, you might see $800, $2,000, and you know what I'm saying, your impulses, you just wanna be a consumer, and you're gonna end up buying the wrong thing. You're gonna be right back at square one. So there's importance when I'm keep talking y'all head off about the saving money shit, because if I would have been taking my own advice 8 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, y'all would be seeing me in my own place right now. Granted, it's quiet in here, and shout out to my folks and his old lady, my brother and his old lady. They let me, you know what I'm saying, house sit while they gone. They taking a vacation, and I get to keep the spot for a week. So I'm just posting and spazzing on topics that I really feel like is an essential, and that's helping me change my life. And I just want to share the shit with y'all, because it's a lot of young ladies and young men who 19, 20, 21, I need y'all to learn this shit so y'all ain't got to go through a whole lot of shit I done went through. I'm telling y'all, I done been homeless. I done been bouncing around. I done slept in the goddamn playground. I done slept in slides. What's understood ain't got to be explained. But if I would have known what I know now, ladies and gentlemen, every time I would have hit rock bottom, it would have been nice to have a few $1,000s in the cut, $5,000 in the cut, $10,000 in the cut, you know. And it's just a blessing. And this right here, it ain't nothing for, like, I'm just, even these two things, right, these 2 racks right here, it's motivation for me to keep going, because it's like, yes, it's 2,400 or whatever, okay, cool. But it's like, I have it in my hand, and I'm just like, just hold it. You know, hold it, because 6 months from now, 10 months from now, 12 months from now, this same 2,400 I'm telling y'all is my emergency savings. I pray, and it will be to 15, 20K soon. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to put in more work, as in find ways to make more money so I can save more money, be more disciplined with my money, be consistent with putting it up every week, you know, and actually valuing it and learning how to multiply it. So that's really all I'm on right now. But it's like everything I told y'all in this video, if I would have learned this shit earlier in my life, I feel like my hairline would be even more sharp. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna cap to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just being real, bro. I done been through a lot of stress and bullshit by me not having my own place. I'm not even gonna say a car, because like I said, people out here, if your car ain't paid off, even if your car insurance, that's still a bill. You know what I'm saying? And what's the likelihood of you getting into an accident? I ain't gonna say it's slim to none, but the chance is very slim if you know how to drive and you pay attention to your surroundings. So it's like that's still a bill, even though you got a paid off car. You still gotta pay the insurance company. So like me personally right now, where I'm grinding, I don't even want no car. I don't want none of that. I really don't, because all I'm focused on is saving paper. All I'm focused on is saving paper, ladies and gentlemen, and turning this 2,400 into 6,200, 7,200. You know, like, it's a blessing nonetheless. But I ain't gonna lie to you, another reason why I be beating myself up, ladies and gentlemen, is because I'm gonna give y'all 2 examples. One of my friends told me that they moved in their spot, they spent $1,200 a month in rent. They said that they moved in, they spent $1,800. And my people crib that I'm house sitting right now, they told me they spent like, I think $1,500. And I say that to say this, because if I was to spend this $2,400 on the crib, let's add it up, I would be okay moving in. Say if I had to spend $1,800, okay, cool. I only have $600 left over. And if your monthly income isn't more than your rent, then you're hustling backwards. So I'm just being real, y'all. Me personally, I can only afford to rent a room. Like, I can only afford max $800. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to go past $800, but I'm just being real in my situation and understanding I have to triple my income. You see what I'm saying? And while I'm focused on building more income, I'm also focusing on building up this savings. You know what I'm saying? Building up my savings, because this shit is an essential. You know, I might have something go wrong. I might have to go to the hospital, and that shit might cost me $400. Okay, cool. I might be a little upset, but I just had to bust open these envelopes, and it's $400. So instead of me pulling my hair out and being all upset, it's just, I'ma know I'm gonna have to put this $400 back. You see what I'm saying? So it'll turn a situation from panicking into an inconvenience. You see what I'm saying? So that's the